Well, hello there, my lovely goddesses. I wanted to come on live today and talk to you about what you do in December. Do you, take time each December to kind of reflect on the year past and what your goals or plans or thoughts are for the coming year? Do you have difficulty with that? How do you assess whether it was good or bad? Does it always just feel like it's bad? That's what I want to talk to you about today. So as people are joining in live, I will do my introduction. My name is Lisa Barwise, and I consider myself a wellness alchemist. I'm the kick-ass catalyst in the transformation of women around the world, strong of mind, body, and character. And I work really in empowering women. So it's female empowerment, wellness. Obviously, I'm the creator of Warrior Goddess Kettlebell Training as well. But one thing that I've noticed and why I am spending more time on this is that women really struggle with wanting more for themselves, for setting goals, for wanting to work towards those goals, for not feeling guilty working towards those goals. And when it comes to each December, most of us feel like crap. There's no other way to describe it, because we only assess what we've done in that year based on how we feel right now. So December is a tough month for most women because there's just so much going on. There's so much stress for the festive season, whether you're looking after kids and trying to make that a magical experience for them, whether you're running around for kids events and choirs and plays and all of these sorts of things, or whether you are somebody who works in retail or beauty, or you have a job where it actually gets really busy this time of year, or you're just maybe having difficulties with how the festive season feels in terms of maybe you don't have loved ones with you anymore, maybe you have really challenging relationships with your family. December can feel really bad. So if you're using December as your month to reflect on how the year has gone, you're most likely just think, oh, everything is bad, it's all crap, it's all terrible, and kind of really start your new year feeling crap. The other thing is also, sometimes that's a pattern. Sometimes we think we have to feel really, really, really bad in order to be able to fix it. So in order for you to think, right, I'm going to set some goals, I'm going to set some New Year's resolutions, January's going to be amazing, you've almost had to get to the worst month of the year to then go, I'm going to make some changes. But here is a big phrase that I want you to think about, right? Goals that fix never stick. Okay, so if you're someone who is feeling crappy this December and you're like reflecting on the past year and trying to figure out whether it was good, it was bad, whether you had tough times, whether you had highs or lows or whatever, but December is already feeling really tough and stressful and all of these things, when it comes to you deciding, was it good, was it bad, am I going to set goals, we often feel like we have to get all the way down into the tired, into the feeling fat and bloated, to feeling whatever, so that we can make decisions to be like, I'm going to get into my best shape, I'm going to do all these sorts of things. So there is one thing that I know that I can do well, and that is setting goals. I am a goal setter, I'm a goal getter. I have always been somebody who sets and achieves goals. I have a really good goal setting system. And I have achieved some amazing goals in my life, from setting up a business to, running and training for marathons, training for big events, building my body shape to the way that I wanted it, to, work up to a 4 or 5 days a week training, to work into eating and following an eating plan for, 9 months, 10 months. I went vegan, I've been vegetarian. I know how to set goals and achieve them. However, maybe 5 years ago I would have set goals in a very toxic way, very masculine, myopic, push, 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 push. And honestly, during some of those times I experienced some of the worst physical ailments and issues because of setting goals in that way. So I set goals that I felt like were very toxic to try to achieve, and in that way pushed myself so much that I ended up with feeling burnout. I had adrenal fatigue, chronic fatigue issues. I had got really bad systemic inflammation. I was in pain. All of these, I had injuries, all of these things which can come from pushing too hard in the pursuit of your dreams. Not to mention that constant feeling of guilt. Guilt, time away from my family, time away from Josh, all of those sorts of things of, am I doing the right thing at the right time? Can you relate, ladies? The ladies who are on now, can you relate to feeling like the only way that you can achieve something for yourself is to keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and also to constantly feel guilty all the time. That sense of, I really shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be spending my time this way. I should be spending more time with my family. I need to, to work to earn money. And therefore, anything that you want for you is so far down that list that, you just don't even want to pursue it, and therefore you feel bad. Or you do put it on the list and you make that choice, which is great and wonderful, but constantly feel guilty about it all the time. Can you relate to that? If so, give me some emojis or some hearts in here. I would love to hear if this is resonating with you. So what I have learned over many years of working in goal setting, so I have worked as a professional development coach, as a personal development coach, and as a business coach, in addition to now being a transformation coach, is that what I've figured out with regards to goal setting is that women don't set goals in the same way that men should, okay? In terms of how women do life and our energies and our time management and understand time is different to the way men do that. So any sort of productivity tools you would have used before, to-do lists, all these other things, are very masculine based. Even our workday, our 9-to-5 workday, is a very masculine cycle. So if you are a woman who has bought the planners, had sat down and done their goals, and just gone, this is really crap, this has never worked for me. Or maybe you've actually been too afraid to even say that you want something out loud because of, it's just too difficult with your relationships. It just feels too difficult, like it's putting an obstacle between you and your partner. Then what I want you to think about is a new way to set goals and achieve them, to actually have anything that your heart desires. So anything that's been resting on your heart that you've wanted to achieve, whether that be studying for, maybe you want to become a yoga teacher, or maybe you want to do a certain course or qualification at work, maybe you want to change jobs, maybe you want to run a half marathon or a marathon, maybe you want to get into your best shape yet, maybe you want to, write a book or study something that you never thought that you would do, maybe you want to completely switch careers altogether. If this is something that is like relating to you and you're like, I don't even know how to start that, I wouldn't even know how to even set up my own business or have a side hustle, and I wouldn't know the steps to achieve that goal, then I am going to tell you. So what I have learned specifically over the last 2 years is that what I do really well is energy and time management for my body and understanding the female body. You see, you can't set goals to achieve goals if you're sick, tired, exhausted, or burnt out. You can't set and achieve goals if you are constantly feeling stressed, if you're constantly feeling guilty, right? And you are always just going to turn to a to-do list that has 100 million things on it, and sometimes just feel literally anxious and depressed looking at it. So what if there was a system, which there is, where you could first of all focus on energy and time management tools specifically designed for females in terms of how we work best, tapping into our natural energy cycles and the natural rhythms of what it means to be female, to tap into an unused power that we have within us to help you to achieve your goals. And then also learn the fundamentals that you're going to need in terms of health and wellness to get you there, so that if you did have a goal for body shape change, to get in your best shape yet, to get the body that you and lifestyle that you've always dreamed of, that you were in such a better place to do that. Because what I've seen time and time again, I can tell within 10 minutes of chatting to somebody about their goals when they first join me in terms of the studio that I work in or with my online clients. I can tell pretty much within 5 to 10 minutes whether someone's going to be successful in achieving their goals. How do I know that? Because of their approach to goal setting. Also, a lot of the time, and this is what's going to happen in January, so I'm just giving you a heads up, you're going to feel so bad in December that you're going to throw yourself in at January and you're going to end up running done, because we're not even literally serving from a full cup in January, even if we've had some time off, because our bodies are probably very, have a high toxic load from all of the overindulging and the drinking and everything. Our bodies are not in a good state to try something new and to completely knock our pans in the gym. In fact, how many times have you started in the first week of January and given up by the second week? I mean, I know it's a cliche, total cliche, but there is something in it, right? So what if there was a way for you to know that you could slow and steady, consistently build up a workout and eating habit, or whether you are wanting to write that book, whether you're wanting to you study for a new qualification, or whether you're wanting to change jobs? What if there was a way that you could learn tools that you could then kind of experiment and implement and would actually help you to achieve your goals. That's what we're doing as part of our Goddess Got Goals pilot. So I'm here today to tell you that I'm testing something out, and I'm looking for 100 women to test out this Goddess Got Goals experiment and formula. So it's about time and energy management, but also to help you to set goals that you're actually going to achieve. It's only going to maybe take you about 10 minutes per day to do the little exercises, but we're going to have a really cool live workshop, which we're going to do online. Then we're going to do some live videos in our special private Facebook group, and I've got a cool little workbook for us. And we're just going to go through step by step, but it's about bringing awareness. It's about trying something new. It's about experimenting with different ways to set goals, and it's to help you to feel awesome so that January 2020 you will hit literally the ground running. You will feel more energetic, more positive. You will work with these tools to get you there. So we've already had quite a few ladies join because I did a video earlier in the week. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link here to my blog post on my website. You can scroll through and read through that blog post, and there's a link in there for registration. I'm doing this really almost free. I kind of wanted to do it for free, and then I realized that in order for somebody to commit to something, which is all about goals, and goals is all about accountability, there needed to be a little bit of skin in the game. So I'm charging $13, which is about £10 for all of this. Like, it'll never be this price again. In fact, I'm going to be launching something in later January, but I really wanted a lovely big group of ladies to test this out, to test out our new workbooks and our fact sheets and stuff that we're working towards, to get that lovely balance between information and implementation, or experimentation as we're liking to call it. It's just like experimenting with different tools, and instead of to-do lists and weekly lists, or how you can use different tools to manage your energy, manage your time, feel really awesome and empowered, so that you really can achieve anything that your heart desires without that guilt and without that grinding yourself into like that burnout stage. So if you're keen and want to find out, I will put a link in the comments underneath this video. You can also go over to my blog at warriorgoddesskettlebelltraining.com/blog, and the first blog post on that is all about goals, our Goddess Got Goals, and you can register in there. If you have any questions, you can PM me. I know it's Christmas Eve, and I know that you're probably wanting to thinking about winding down, but I want to keep this message going. I want to help you to use this time to be a little bit reflective. Our workshop isn't until the last Sunday of the decade, so it's the last Sunday evening, but again, I just wanted to send some information out to you, wanted to reach out to you and let you know what it's all about. If you have any questions, do reach out to me. Go to warriorgoddesskettlebelltraining.com/blog to access the most recent blog post about goal setting if you want to find out more and how you can get involved. Again, we're limiting it to 100 ladies for only $13. I think this thing is going to go mad, so you need to get in there quickly. And we're kicking off with our online workshop just for the ladies in our group on the final Sunday evening of 2020. So I'll let you know more about that. But I look forward to seeing you over there. Again, message me if you need anything, and I look forward to catching up and connecting with you then.